highest respect for those children in the public schools. That all we needed to do was remove the obstacles. Thank God we're able to do some, and the results were showing. And I want to see the same results here. The next time we come here, we want to see even more. We want to see better. We want to see a Ghana resetting through Metro Mass. I know the ministers are playing their roles. I know the management is playing their role. And so are all of you. And especially the people who depend on our work, the commuters. Government is willing to play its role, to retool Metro Mass, to supply even more buses. And as time goes on, yes, 10 years is a long time. But we also know we live in a country where even vehicles that are older are functioning. Let us take good care of property that comes from the government, because that is all of us. I hear you, and I think you are also right. So I want to cut this short. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the work you are doing. And I want to encourage you to do even more. And I hope you all had a very happy New Year. Afishiapa, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much. The applause is too low. Let's give it to our mother. Let's give it to her. Yes, indeed. She has shown that she's a visible vice president. She's a working vice president. She hasn't complained that she gets a late, but she's a co-driver who is working together with the president to research Ghana and including Metro Mass. You know, our mother wants to be real. If you want to speak real, so we'll please our mother to just take a look at universe. Then from there, we'll come and give our closing remarks. Thank you very much.
Buses that we have are not fit for extra operations within the city. It's for long distances. Because this type that is fit within the intercity operations. So we think we're able to get a long one. We should be able to evaluate this.
Actually, the president is thinking of high occupancy buses. Because you don't have a high best rate. So the smaller buses are convenient.
We'll be very grateful to have such machines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, please, press space for them. Thank you so much. See you. Thank you.
I'm okay. But no, I didn't know this one.
End it. Let's go. You leave us. End it. Let's go.
Get up. Maybe not be it's out and come one. Menso. Okay. Menso. I thought we were going there.
Still following a live coverage of Channel One TV's coverage, let me say, of the Vice President's tour of some selected stakeholder agencies with regards to the ongoing transportation crisis, the country has experienced, particularly at the start of this week. Head of news here at Channel One TV, Nana Tufo Boateng, has joined me. He's been following very keenly all of the latest developments and fallout, and will be sharing insights with us. So we know today that Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane, visited the Transport Ministry. Stakeholders were there. The Minister himself, the Deputy, they were there. She's also now been to the Metro Mass Transit.
Yeah.
What has she been saying in all of these engagements?
I think basically for the Vice President, she brings this, if you like, motherly feature to the work that she does. And so when there's a challenge, when there's a problem, she tends to attend to it as a mother would. And that's how come she's taking cognizance of the entire situation, this urban transport crisis that we are witnessing in the past few weeks. Ordinarily, you would see this peak in passenger population just before and during the Christmas period. And then you see that it tones down or it fades out after the new year. However, for some strange reason, it has persisted over the weeks. And as the Vice President, she appreciates the challenge it poses, for which reason she, together with her, if like, office staff or the appointees at her office, including the Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Alex Egbefia.
Dr. Alex Egbefia.
Are engaging stakeholders. So it's not your ordinary visit of a Vice President to, if like, a sector ministry, but it is to engage and to find a solution to the crisis that we're witnessing now. And of course, earlier we saw her engaging stakeholders at the Transport Ministry. This engagement had the Minister for Transport, Joseph Nikpe-Bukari, there. It had the minister, he was there with his deputy. And then, of course, there was the Minister for Local Government as well, Ahmed Ibrahim, together with his deputy, Na Odole Soa. And of course, we had the various transport unions also represented. We actually even had the General Secretary of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Godfred Abubere, also speak during that initial engagement, which was early on in the day. And at this engagement, I mean, concerns were raised. The Chief of Staff of at the Office of the Vice President, Dr. Alex Egbefia, kind of moderated the session. Because it's a busy day for all parties involved, he kind of moderated the session so that the meeting wouldn't drag. However, points will be noted to be acted upon. And so he gave the opportunity for the various transport operators, including
to state their concerns.
Exactly, the passenger transport as well as cargo transport operators to state their concerns, which concerns were delivered by Godfred Abubere, the General Secretary of the GPRT.
I think at that said meeting, the GPRT were clear in their stance that there's no artificial shortage of vehicles, for which reason they are refuting claims that they are directly causing all of this. Did they give any reasons as to why we are experiencing?
They gave history to it that from 2023, when, you know, occasionally or periodically, government will engage the unions and provide them with some vehicles to augment their fleet.
Yeah.
Now, they say that between 2023 and 2024, the fleet that they were taken by the government delegation to go inspect came back when it landed in the country was not what they had inspected and approved. So the 6-cylinder vehicles that they had inspected and approved came to Ghana, and they were 4-cylinder vehicles. They say that even the entire, if like the electronic system of the vehicle had been compromised and all that. Clearly, this will give an indication of a shorter lifespan of these vehicles. And they stood on these grounds to make a request for more vehicles to augment their fleet and to address the shortage that we're witnessing.
Did the Vice President outline any immediate steps to rectify this? Because we are being told that some buses are still available at some of these bus stations, but of course, for some reason, we don't see them on the roads. Did that come up in the engagement at any point?
Well, I think so. What she did was to commend the Transport Ministry for the intervention, if you recall, in December when the challenge began, and asked that the process or the intervention be intensified. However, I mean, she's speaking from a holistic point of view, saw it in the bigger picture, and announced that the government remains committed to addressing our public and of course our private transport system, for which reason they want the input of the various stakeholders or industry players. Then of course when they sit, they know that this is problem A, we're looking at solution A to addressing.
Before I wrap up, on Monday we witnessed government through the communications minister, government communications minister, disclose that government was in an engagement with an Egyptian firm to procure buses. Did that come up in any of the addresses given? Because I know the transport minister himself addressed the gathering before you know an engagement with the Vice President. Did that come up in the meeting?
Indeed, it did, and you notice that various speakers gave some history to this, if like process of government intervening in certain situations. And of course, there will be a little bit of politics in there, because we saw the likes of Ahmed Ibrahim sought to bring history to the whole thing when Ayalulu was started. Remember when the Uton buses were brought into the country? Even the what's his name, Abu Bere of the GPRTU actually also mentioned to augment complement what Ahmed Ibrahim said, that under JM1 some Isuzu buses also came into the country. So it's something that has been happening over the period. And of course, it is the expectation that this engagement with this Egyptian firm will fall through. And if it does, the buses will come in sooner than it's expected.
Do we know if the Vice President is expected to visit any other stakeholder in this conversation?
So she's been at the ministry this morning. She's just about leaving the Metro Mass Transit Limited. It's expected that she will go to GAPTI. And then engage also there. Hopefully, based on her visits to all of these areas, so she's been with the regulators, policymakers, operators, and then, of course, the state-run transport system as well. You have a better appreciation of what the challenge is, and then when they engage, when they sit down, they can address the situation going forward.
When is she coming to read the church
with the patrons of Church?
Amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jude.
Helping us through. So you had the Nana Tufo Boateng, head of news here at Channel 1 TV and City FM, taking us through all of the major fallout with regards to the Vice President's ongoing conversation and engagement, a stakeholder engagement. Really, that is what it is, with the various interest groups in what you can describe as the capital's seeming transportation crisis. Here at Channel 1 TV, we'll be following the issues keenly. As and when any major updates come, we'll be first to report to you. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your dial right here on Channel 1 TV.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every